there, your scalenes start underneath. So we're going to be working as deep into that as we can, but it's quite a sensitive area. So scalenes up into the neck. We just need to be mindful. We're not going to go anywhere near the windpipe, so it's all going to be more lateral work. Okay, and then the other one that you knew already is a sternocleidomastoid. Yeah, so that works in from the front all the way round. So it's more of a wraparound muscle. Yeah. And obviously the other one we're going to be working on, the main bulk, is the pectoral major. Yeah? So the attachment points into the sternum. Yeah, from our shoulders. Is everyone okay with the muscles? Because there's only a few new ones. Well, I'll keep mentioning your scalenes and etc. etc. Right. Oh yeah, I bought this with me today.
The clavicle is underneath the clavicle.
So if she's lying face up, that is called
Supine.
supine. And where would I bolster?
Under the knees.
Lovely. If I was being good.
Oh.
Yeah. And also you could provide them with a slight headrest. Just make sure there's nothing that's going to interfere with you getting to all the appropriate muscles.
Okay.
Yeah? So, lovely. So we always start with our effleurage. Okay, so I'm going to start my chest and neck routine from the head of the bed. Okay, do you want to clip that couch on just because it looks a bit precarious? Flick it up. Yeah. Okay, lovely. Sorry, that was me that did that. Okay, so I've got my lotion ready and I'm going to place the palms of my hand facing in towards each other and I'm just going to spread across, round anterior delts and then scoop up the back of the neck. When I'm in this position, I need to remember to do my 1, 2, so that I don't take both hands off my client. Yeah, I want to kind of see that integrated into our routines more and more. Yeah, client care, never taking both hands off. Whether that means to adjust something or to grab more lotion, keep a hand on. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Okay. 1, 2, spread around and up. Okay. So this is our effleurage. Okay. After we've done the effleurage, like a good amount of times, yeah, we can feel the warmth coming through. We're then going to move on to our finger kneading. So we're going to do some small circular motions, but we're going to do them at the same time to keep symmetry, yeah, and we're going to be going laterally. Yeah, so towards the outside. Feeling okay? Mm-hmm. Got all sorts going on. Yeah, all the way right into the groove. All the way around the delts. You can skim past the bony bits and then you can continue on into those traps, the trapezius. Yeah, all the way up into the occipital, the attachment points. Yeah, and then you start again. Feeling okay?
Yeah. And when you're coming up towards the occipital, you don't do, there's no circular motion, it's all just straight.
It's a lot harder to kind of do circular motion the higher up you come.
So you just ignore.
Well, if you like, you can go up as high as you feel you need to. Yeah. But I just like to do a nice stretch through at the end as like a finish, rather than just stop. Yeah. Once the finger kneading feels comfortable, you can then use nice knuckling. Yeah. So you want to have nice flexible knuckles, and you kind of just go to the shape of your client rather than trying to force the form with your knuckles. That pressure okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just balancing my thumbs along her clavicle as that kind of landmark, not to go near it with pressure. It's the same thing. You will be able to apply less pressure around the delts, but then you can ease back in to those traps and ripple up as far as when you start hitting the kind of the bone. Yeah, be a little bit mindful, especially when you get to the pressure of knuckles. Okay. Happy with that? You alright? You say, what am I doing?
I was saying, is there any couch roll?
Oh, there must be in the bottom of that cupboard, yeah.
I can't get it.
Oh, isn't that one? Yeah. That one.
Yeah. So I've done my effarage, my finger kneading, and my knuckling from the head of the bed,
Yeah.
nice and symmetrical. I'm then going to step to one side, and I'm just going to do a little bit more of a finger kneading, more of like a sweeping motion, yeah, across the pectoral.
Something there, nice. Feels a
Goodness.
bit tight. Is it tight or is it?
A little bit. It feels like bone. It's muscle.
Oh.
Oh my days. Right, so yeah, once you've swept over and you can palpate everything, yeah, you know what's there, we're going to start frictioning into the groove, yeah, so into the attachment point of the pectoral, and we're going to be working from this angle towards the sternum, yeah, so along the muscle fibres. I'm working on this knot right now, that's why I'm frictioning. Wow.
Okay, so it's a good job you volunteered.
Mm.
Is that pressure okay?
But
Yeah, it's fine. I can certainly feel it, but it's not. It's fine.
But if there are no adhesions, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't be frictioning like this if there
frictioning.
was no adhesions. I'd probably do a little bit of pull from the attachment point and then strip
So
through.
this pecs,
Mm.
yeah, towards the insertion point.
Yeah.
Oh, so I don't know about it.
Ooh, about that.
I did it with
There.
Lewis and accidentally just, he's got a nice little...
So much going on.
My goodness. Yeah. Effarage in between if you need to.
And is this a similar situation with the spine where you don't go across the sternum?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so I stand like so. Other people treat like this.
Okay.
I think that's way too invasive.
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
And you're pushing into kind of like the hollowness. Yeah.
trying to pull-
Rather than stretching it out and away.
So you're in a bit of a lunge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You can stick with your sumo at this angle, or you
Feels
can
more
do.
focused on this when you do it on this side rather than the other side.
I feel like I'd be too claustrophobic otherwise.
Yeah. So stripping and rounding off. I then come and adjust my lunge so I'm facing up towards the bed, and I'm going to give her anterior delts a little bit of attention. So I'm going to do some frictions through ant delt. I can do a bit of picking if I feel it needs more warmth through it, yeah, like so. And then I'm going to thumb strip up and through and just really nicely coming across the top of the clavicle there. Just easing off, yeah. This is my sweeping effarage. The objective is to kind of compress the shoulder back where it should sit, yeah? So once I've done my anterior delts nicely, yeah, I can come up and now focus more on the traps from an anterior perspective, yeah? I'm going to be brushing all the way from the scalenes that we've just talked about and kind of following the sternocleidomastoid from the front to the back of the neck, and I will eventually be touching on Lev's scap and Splenus capitis, yeah? So I'm going to start with my sweeping effarage. Yeah. So I'm moving and pulling the shoulder down because when we get tense, it rides up. So everything I'm doing, I'm not working towards the head in this instance, yeah? So you can do a little bit of finger kneading, but obviously I'm being very mindful, the windpipe, yeah? All of the delicate tissues that we have. Feeling okay?
Yeah, that's all good.
Lovely. So once I've kind of done my sweeping effarage and a little bit of finger kneading, I'm then going to use my thumb, but I'm going to use it ever so delicately just because it fits into
Okay.
the area, not because I want to apply pressure more so, yeah? So I'm going to keep my inside arm slightly compressed on that shoulder so that it will be relieving the tension into the traps the whole way through. So I'm going to sit my thumb into the groove, yeah? So this is for the scalenes. This isn't everyone's favourite. Yeah, and I'm just going to slowly and softly brush up. Okay, so brush up, come away.
So it's like you're working almost like halfway up
You okay?
the neck.
Yeah, it will graduate and you can go further up the more you come
Ah, I
round.
see, okay.
But I'm not going to go straight up into the windpipe. So it's ever so slightly up to start with, and then you graduate. As you come round, you can get higher.
Never had that done.
Have you not?
No.
No.
People love it.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
It
amazing.
looks
Mm.
good.
I'm intrigued.
I'm looking forward to practicing this one.
And then sweep, sweep, sweep to give it a break. And then you can then go back maybe a little bit deeper. Yeah, and if there's any particular areas.
So here, that hand you're using for like to give a room, give a room like
Yeah, I'm
stretch.
creating.
Yeah.
The muscle is also switching off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not
So
in
it's
its
more open.
stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm relaxing these muscles by
Yeah.
stretching these ones out. Still okay?
Always go straight to that.
So what you can do is you can ask your client if they can face away from you. So if you turn your head ever so slightly, lovely, to the right side, it opens up this side of the neck to me that little bit more, that I can reach probably lev scap and splenius capitis more so. Yeah. So it's all about the ripple of the wrist. So I'm going to keep my thumb nice and supported, and I'm just going to ripple up into the occipital.
But
Okay.
I'm just wondering why would it be not
Silhouette?
better to do the neck from
See,
this
I
side?
thought, yeah, I think Alex normally does that whilst I'm face down as well. Does it matter? Because it's going to be,
They do this,
as in going up into the occipital right at the top.
okay, pushing you down into the face hole.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
No. So that way is better.
Oh yeah. So you've got a little bit of a adhesion just at the back of your neck there. Right. Mm. That's a stubborn one. Yeah. It's always giving it a little bit of respite,
Mhm.
efforaging. Yeah. Okay. Bring your head back to centre. I would then come around and perform the same on this side. Yeah, so starting with obviously rewarming, a little bit of finger kneading, a little bit of frictions, and then my stripping. Yeah, once I've done that, I then come to face the head, do a little